Hi guys and welcome. Today I wanted to show you a match in Spain that I played a couple days ago in the Mirage 2000C-S5, the first Tech 3 variant with two Magic 2s and two 530Ds. We are in a 12-0-13-0 match. It's not a full down tier, not a full up tier either, so kind of on the edge of MRAM territory. Let's see what we can do here. So we start off by going slightly to the left. What I would usually do on this map, just don't go too aggressive, kind of try to flank me slightly, but also don't be too passive. And here I start defending from a couple missiles, and this makes me go more to the left than I would usually do, and I spot a radar contact that I decide to follow, which is not the best idea actually. You kind of leave your team to fend for itself. In retrospect, this ended up being a pretty good move, but I wouldn't do it just because you want to be close to your team, you want to be helping them win the match. If you don't, well, you can end up in an end game like you will see in a second here. So the MiG-29 is pretty high, he doesn't react in time, he just goes into the ground, and we turn back in. And this is a little too late. If you take a look at the match, you can see that most of our team is dead, and we are just coming back to kind of a 4v12, kind of accepting the fact that this will be a lost match at this point. We try to lock the F4S and the F20A, but they are going to the side, so the missile might get notched. So instead we go for the F4FIs, we launch a missile, we dip into the riverbed here, and he's too high, so he's not going to be dodging that while we are safe. And now we are getting tailed by a lot of guys, so we just kind of launch a couple flares, stick very low to multipath whatever we can, and use the great high-speed performance of the Mirage to get away. And right around here, my cat jumped on the desk. I was kind of getting her down, and this makes me not notice I'm heading straight for a tree. So yeah, we lose a wing, but it's all okay. We will be going back to base with one wing missing. The Mirage can actually, well, not fight, but it can fly with one wing, and you can safely land this kind of situation in most cases. So we keep on going. We are actually still just about fast enough to outrun the F4Ss that are tailing us, so go back to base and hopefully try to repair. So we are not gonna camp the airfield. We don't want those guys to, you know, circle around and get frustrated, so we'll just get down. We are gonna come back up and keep fighting. Right around this point, match is now a 1v8 or a 1v7 situation. If they play it right, we don't really have a way of making this work. If they catch us slow, we are dead. If they catch us unaware, we are dead. If they maintain good separation between them, we are most likely dead. So whatever happens from now on, keep in mind that this is not your usual game. In most of those cases, you will just lose. But I guess it goes to show that even in situations like those, you may still want to keep on fighting, because you never know if this game is gonna be that one carry game. So we see an F-14 coming in, and now we're gonna take off. If he comes back around and manages to get the shot, then so be it. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We are not gonna sit on the airfield for long, so yeah, we take off. We notice the F4S coming in, we quickly launch a 530D and dip right back for the ground. If he launches an AIM-7M, we are pretty much done, so luckily he doesn't, and our 530D lands the shot. I'm not sure what happens to the F-14 at this point. I did not notice him from now on. We just keep flying into the middle of the map. We see that the enemies are killing ground targets really fast. We can see that there's an F-15, which is a big threat. The F4Ss I'm not too afraid of, because we just outperform them a lot in just about every aspect. We know at least two people are in the middle of the map, so just keep looking around. Probably they will pop back in. And yeah, sure enough, we look to our left and there he is. There's the F-15 heading straight for us. So, and there's the F4S as well, so they are going to be very close together. Let's try to get both in the same pass. We dive for the ground, multipath, and we use the magic to basically shotgun the F4S. So yeah, 2 kills in the bag, and we dash straight for the airfield. And yeah, we start getting radar contacts. We see the F-20. We are going for the merge. And sadly, we also see the other F4Ss coming in as well. So we can't really stick that fight. If we get slow here, the F4Ss, even though they are much worse airplanes than us, they will be able to get us. So we have to kind of keep dodging the F-20 while also disengaging the F4Ss, and now we're just gonna fly straight for a while, try to get some of the F4Ss disinterested in us. And the F-20 and one F4S ends up following us. The other guy probably just goes bumping or something. So we're just gonna hug the ridge line, try to break line of sight, break the spot. So we want to get to a merge with those guys, and Spain being a pretty mountainous map is pretty good for that, because we can just hide behind the ridgeline and close the distance that way, so they cannot get a shot at us, they don't see us, and if we time it right, we should be able to pop out from the ridgeline just about as they are closing in for the merge. So this is what we're gonna do here. So this mountain by the shoreline here, we are just gonna dip behind it, get our speed down, get our speed brace out, and yeah, just kind of dip behind here, get our speed down to something manageable for the merge, and here they should pop up. Right, yeah, here they are. So now we are in the merge with both of them. You can see that they are both doing the same thing. Usually if you're communicating, this is not what you want to do. You want one guy to keep engaging and the other to kind of keep pressure on by staying further away, like still threatening, you know, missile shots and things like that. But they are not doing that, so they are both going for us. The F-20, after the first merge, he doesn't really have that much energy, so we're just getting down. He's full on fuel, he's full on missiles, so it's not gonna end well. So now we have the F4S, the other F4S. He's coming back in because he noticed that we started engaging. So he's launching Sparrows, but we can quite easily dodge them by just hiding behind the mountain again. He misses the merge, and now this guy is fast, but he's going the other way. So we have a window of time where we can engage the other F4S. He's damaged, not down yet, but probably not too big of a threat. He's gonna be coming back to base, and we are left with the one F4S and the other guy who we don't know where he is right now. So still, we have to be very vigilant. If we end up slowing at the wrong moment and the guy that's unspotted shows up, we are most likely dead. So we have to get this guy down quite quickly. So what we do is, again, we extend a little bit and we are gonna force another merge. So we turn back in for him. He's launching a missile, but yeah, that's not hitting, especially since we're close to the ground. And we dip under him. And now it's pretty much over if he sticks that fight, yeah. So he's too high on fuel, the airframe is just not it, so we land the shot. And we are on 7 kills. And now the other guy shows up, quite close behind us actually. So we are only able to stay alive through this because he didn't arrive fast enough. And now we are just gonna do the same thing we did with the other two F4Ss. Our low speed performance is pretty good, so we just kind of bait him into getting slow. He tries running away, but we still have that missile, so yeah, he's not firing that one. And now the match is pretty much over if we don't whiff it. We just dash for the airfield. We pop the blind hand just in case the other guy is running in some weird direction. There's not really a lot of time left in the match, so we cannot afford losing too much time. And now we just dash for the airfield. We are quite low on fuel, so we don't use full afterburner, but still, even on like 102% of throttle, the Mirage 2000 has insane engine performance. So we are gonna get there pretty fast. And yeah, I will see you guys when we arrive. So here we duck under the airfield AA. Spain is pretty good for that. You can see the airfield is elevated a little. So we duck under the AA and just go for the shot as the guy is taking off. And that's severe damage. It's gonna burn up. And just like that, we have salvaged the 1v8 game that we found ourselves in before. Again, this is not a tutorial on how to do 1v many games. It requires a lot of luck. 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna win this kind of engagement, but yeah, sometimes it's just worth sending it and seeing what happens, not losing hope. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.